Hey, family. Hey, come on in. Come on. Welcome to the Attn. Welcome to the Attn. A standing for abundance, acceleration, all the other good things. Action. Mostly action more than anything. But today I want to speak specifically to speakers, authors, coaches, pastors, anybody that carries a message. And I want to encourage you to really look deeper into your business, because the message you have within you should provide you with everything you could ever want in life. I'm talking about everything you could ask, dream, or imagine. The message that's inside of you should provide the cash flow for that. I'm not going to say effortlessly. I'm going to say it should be automated in some kind of way. You should be running an actual business. You know how Robert Kiyosaki has the cash flow quadrant, and you got the business owners and the investors on the far right side, and that's the goal to get there. So many of us as speakers, authors, and coaches don't get there. Let me tell you a little bit about my story first, so that I'm one of you. And I noticed early on that something was wrong with the traditional platform speaker thing, the way the business was set up. Most of you know me, but some of you don't. I was born in a small town, loved it, graduated, moved to a big city, Houston, Texas. And I was a financial advisor for 10 years. I loved that because we didn't grow up with a lot of money. So I figured in order to make money, you need to work in money to learn money. I was doing a lot of seminar selling, and I learned that quickly I liked the seminar part more than I liked the selling part. I mean, of course, in business, we all got to sell something, but I learned that speaking in front of people, motivating people, training people, helping people reach goals that ordinarily could not have really did something for me. And if you're on here now and you're a speaker, coach, author, anybody that carries a message along those lines, please share this, because I want to talk to us directly. We carry messages for a specific reason. There's a certain anointing and calling that comes with having a message inside of you that's for us to set people free. Not necessarily physically free, but that could be one also, but more mentally free, more spiritually free. Free to do the things that we're called to do, free to provide for the people we want to provide for, free to have a life of leisure, a life of luxury, a life of everything you could ever want. So how do we get in this hamster wheel? Here's what I noticed. So once I transitioned from being a financial advisor into being a full-time speaker, which there's a whole other story on how that even happened, but let's just fast forward for the sake of time. What I found was I was traveling from city to city. It was lonely as hell. You're on the road by yourself. Now, when you get on stage and speak for an hour, hour and a half, or you're doing all-day workshop, that's the best thing ever to me. And I think other speakers, authors, and coaches will agree with me that right there is heaven on earth. Being on stage is heaven on earth. It's just the stuff that comes before it and the stuff that comes after it that makes it hell almost. Because we get caught up in going from speech to speech, from gig to gig, from event to event. And over time, that kind of wears you down. You get fatigued. You get tired. You get tired of the revenue rat race, I like to call it. And at some point, you got to figure out something different. A lot of people quit. A lot of people just do it part-time, and they'll have like an 8 to 5, and then they'll do the speaking passion on the side, which there's nothing wrong with any of that. But I just sincerely think that each of us that carry a message, and I'm not saying everybody has to be a millionaire, multimillionaire, billionaire, but make enough money to where you can provide for your family, have fun, have assets that you use to invest, do different stuff, give away to charities, do whatever you want to do. Your message should free you. It shouldn't put you in bondage. It should free you. So I'll be doing some training on that down the road. But today I want to challenge you, because being speakers, authors, and coaches, we get caught in what I call gig poverty. Gig poverty. Let me put it up on the screen. Let me see here. We get caught what I call gig poverty, which is you don't know where your next speech is coming from. You don't know how you're going to get paid again. You don't know when your next money is coming in. So instead of you actively still working on your message and getting your message out, you're worried about, when am I going to make my next dollar? When am I going to have my next event? When is somebody going to call me to come present my message to them? So some of us end up being half speakers instead of whole speakers. Half speakers meaning we're serving about half the people that we should be serving. Or we're serving about half the people, or speaking on half the stages that by being ordained, we should. And I don't necessarily mean ordained by just being a preacher, because even having a message, you're still ordained by the universe to go out and change lives. That's what we do. That's what we're called to do. Everybody's not equipped to do that, but those of us who are messengers of some sort, whether you're speaker, author, or coach, we are called to do that. With that being said, that message inside of us should give us everything we want in life. But so many of us are suffering from gig poverty. So I want you to, since today's Friday, I want you to take a little bit of time and reassess where you are with your message, reassess where your platform is, reassess where you are and where you want to be, where you are and where you want to be. That's important because so many of us give up, so many of us quit, so many of us say, hey, it's not worth it, or I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that. But all the answers you're looking for are already inside of you. It just takes someone to bring them out of you. So I don't want you to get discouraged. I don't want you to, step by the wayside or just give up or just quit. I want you to take the weekend and really look deep within yourself and really ask yourself, am I giving this thing all that I need to give it? Am I giving this the credence, the reverence, the structure, the input, the investment that he needs to really go to that higher level? Because it's not going to happen. You just get up there and speak and like the heavens open up and everything comes to you. There still has to be structure around it. There still has to be a platform that holds you up, that brings the money in. But I want you to really think, are you willing to dedicate yourself to really doing this? So I'm not going to keep you long today. I just want to say that, like I said, I got a lot of training coming on that. But if you're a speaker, an author, or a coach, pastor, whatever, you carry a message that could change lives. Now's the time for you to take that really seriously. So I'll be back next week with some more training. But today, I just wanted you to really look at your message, your profession, where you are, and ask yourself if you're really ready to go to the next level, or you're just happy with where you are. Neither is right or wrong. You decide if it's right or wrong. So I'll talk to you on the other side.